Dragons Live, presented by Form Communications. And now, your host, John Wepking.
Hello everyone and welcome to Dragons Live, a 30-minute show dedicated to everything Dragon Athletics. On tonight's show, we're going to recap the previous month, have a little fun getting to know your Dragons, and go through our top plays. But first, we're going to meet a couple record setters on the football team in Zane Medhog and Jake Hodge.
Is this Medhog again? Are you kidding me? Into the record books, 57 yards, touchdown. Into the record books he goes, his sixth touchdown of the afternoon. That is a new Dragon record.
Well, I think last year there was this excitement and almost disbelief that we'd gotten to 4 wins. I think when you look at the 4 wins this year, we expected to get that. We set our sights higher than that, and so I think even though there was a lot of similarities to end result, at times I think our players weren't quite as excited about what we got done this year, and I think rightfully so. We need to continue to raise those expectations within our players, within our program, if we're going to get to the next level. And so all of it in the end is good. We just got to be able to make sure we're winning the close games when it comes up to next year.
This season we could have won a few games this year, and we just let them get away. Or last year, I think teams, they beat us rather than us beating ourselves. We can win games, we just got to learn how to finish now.
Well, a highlight, when we had set out in the program, there were some trophy games, in particular the Bemidji game that we felt was important. We need to get to that level and compete with the program that had consistently been doing well in our conference. And so to go on the road, win that game, win it in the snow, win it with backup quarterback in the second half and overcoming adversity, was one of the highlights for sure.
I'd say winning the Axe again 2 years in a row. And beating Bemidji, that's a big deal around here.
I would say breaking the rock. It was right after winning the Axe. We have a thing where we break the rock, and we broke it against Crookston, and we came out against Crookston and had a great game. Everybody did, and going to carry the momentum into next year.
The excitement is this group has played so many games, and there's kind of always been this, well, there's next year. There's no more next years. Next year is the last one for a huge group of seniors that have been really influential on changing our program. And so that added urgency of knowing it's the last go-around for them will certainly be exciting to be around.
Yeah, we came here to do things that haven't been done ever or in a long time. And offensively, we're doing that. We're putting up a lot of points and a lot of yards out there on the field and setting records.
Yeah, we all came in together freshman year, and a lot of us have started all of our games since that year, and we just keep getting younger guys that are better, getting better recruits coming in, helping us, and we just keep getting better and better.
Now let's take a closer look at the records for Dragon football set this year. A couple of big games stand out, but the big one was the blowout against Minnesota Crookston to end the season. There are 2 700-plus yard games mixed in there and heavily influenced by the running game of Zane Medhog. This season as a whole saw the play counter erupt, nearing 1,000 total plays. The 2 career records for the guys, Hodge and Medhog, they still have 1 more year of eligibility remaining. A big part of the Dragon football team is Casey Grotham. He came to the Dragons as an unrecruited walk-on and became a 4-year starter. Here's Tanner Blaufus with more.
The last 2 years has seen some of the best offensive play in MSUM's history, and it all starts up front. One of the key offensive linemen for the Dragons came to Moorhead not knowing if he'd ever play it down. Casey Grotham from Lisbon, North Dakota, was a walk-on for the Dragons and is in his 4th year as a starter in the trenches.
Really, I didn't get recruited too well, and then I came here on my visit, got to meet the coaches, and I just kind of fell in love with the place. I loved the direction we were going, and just wanted to kind of help change the program.
Grotham's role has changed drastically, from a player hoping he could get in a game to a leader both on the field and in the weight room.
Well, I think he's gone from just being excited to play and contributing in that way to really taking upon his shoulders to raise expectations, to build up other guys around him, to teach the younger guys, and really to raise everybody's standard of excellence around here. And so I think it's been fun to see that transformation from where we were to where we are now.
It was different coming in. I thought, I would never really get to play. I was walk-on, I was small. Then we had a couple injuries. I was fortunate enough to get an opportunity to play and kind of just ran with it.
The senior guard described his team as a fun, close-knit group, and that's made his time at Moorhead that much better.
Oh, we all get along great, whether you're a starter or you're not. We all just joke around, have fun, talk to everyone.
Grotham is hard to miss on the field with his long locks, and it begs the question of who has the best hair on the team. Many players are split, saying Grotham or safety Garrett Shelley.
I'd say either me, Shelley, or Steve Schutz have the best hair. It's a toss-up. Depends on if you like the little wavy thing that Shelley's got or the straight hair like I got.
The veteran offensive lineman hopes to be a strength coach after graduation and also to continue working with football. Grotham had some words of wisdom for future walk-ons.
They can't teach you how to work hard, so I just say work hard, keep that work ethic, and they'll give you a chance.
Now let's shift over to Dragons soccer, who completed their season at the beginning of the month. We caught up with head coach Raleigh Bullock after the last home game. Raleigh, senior day, not quite the score you wanted, but there was a couple of individuals that have been with this program a long time. Could you talk about them a little bit?
Well, Aaron and Steph. And Steph from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And, I mean, she's, you know, I think her freshman year, she was redshirted. She came in with the ACL tear. And you know, she's been with the program all this time. And I think when you just running into Steph, you know, you can realize that what a great person she is, just her personality, marketing major, you know, and I think she's working in the intramurals department with their marketing and everything. So it's a great fit for her, you know, further on down the road when she graduates and gets out into the real world. But just her attitude as far as let's just keep going, you guys get your head up, you know, and just really supportive of everybody on the team, you know. And today, you know, we got her on there for a couple minutes, you know, because she had a hamstring pull, so we had to get her off. And even on the bench, she was, you know, in this particular last game, you know, that this was supporting everybody. And Aaron from Oregon, you know, just a strong player, came in, you know, as a freshman and just you know, killed it. You know, just as a freshman, and she's kept it up through all 4 years. You know, other teams key off her. You know, she'll find herself double team, triple team. You know, and it's tough. You know, so we tend to move her around. We start her up on top, put her in the back. You know, maybe they don't see her back there. Who knows? You know, but it's she's always dangerous. And she had sent me a letter and saw her out at a tournament out in Portland, and probably saw her go out there the first 5 minutes. They served the ball in, she got her head on it and nailed it in the back of the net. So, you know, from then on I was taking notes. And she's that kind of dangerous player. Anytime she gets the ball at her feet, anything can happen. And one of the things I've always been amazed by her with her play out here is how she's able to hold on to the ball. You know, she can have two people on her and somehow she gets a little toe poke, you know, and it goes right back to her and she's keeping the ball. You know, and another great personality for us. You know, just grind it out, doesn't quit, keeps going. You know, and a great example for our younger players. You know, we are so young this year.
And I guess the last question is both of them together. I mean, they're kind of a pair. They came through the program together. What do they leave for the younger team that you just mentioned for next year?
Well, I think, you know, hopefully the younger players realize that it goes by really fast and that you got to make the most of your opportunities and your moments. And I think that's what these two have done. You know, whenever they get the chance to be on the field, they're making the most of it. Okay, and they're telling the other players that, hey, you know, when you get an opportunity, you take that opportunity and you run with it and you do the best you can. And I think that's the bottom line for these two.
Recap the previous season for us.
Well, we didn't win as many games as I thought we could have. That's the bottom line. And I think it came down to inability in that final third to make that final pass or make that extra pass, or one-on-one the goalkeeper, and we make the decision to shoot from outside the 18 rather than carrying it closer to the net. So it's just some decision making in that final third that we got to work on. That's what spring ball's for. And but the high point was how well we played, you know, over the course of the season. We over the course of the season possessed the ball better. We were calmer on the ball. We could get the ball out of the back, work it through the midfield, but then it was that I think we got a little nervous in that final third.
And I know it's not as many wins as you wanted, but it was more wins than previous seasons.
Yep.
So, I mean, is that just something to build on for next year? I mean, how does that kind of carry over?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's we won more games than we did last year. I thought we could win more, but that is something to build on. Okay, the success that we had, and some of those, and we were so close so many times. We had a great plan against Winona, took Winona into overtime, and lose it on basically it was a wind-guided ball into the upper 90.
Missile is what it was.
It was. So to play against a top level team like that, to play so well, and not to get results, but that's just that's why we play the game. Those are things that we can build on. How close we were, the fact that we won more games than we did last year, and the fact that we got a good numbers coming back too.
And then I guess my final question is, what would be your highlight of this year? It could be a game, a play. What would be the highlight for you this year?
I think it was, we were so close in so many games, so there was lots of little bits of highlights. But I think one game overall, I think was when we went up to Crookston and brought back the rivalry rock. And Jessica Johnson had a great game. Both shots were from probably about 40 yards out. Both hit just under the crossbar. The game-winning goal came from a set piece, and I had the perfect angle behind her, and that goalkeeper had no chance because it hit upper 90, and all she had to do was turn around, pick it up out of the back of the net. So that was, I think that game and just the success we had there was a high point.
Dragon Volleyball finished the season with a doubleheader at home, including a big win over ranked opponent Minnesota State Mankato. We caught up with head coach Tammy Blake to recap the season.
Well, going into the season, we had high expectations of trying to get into the conference tournament. Obviously, that did not happen. But I'm really proud of how hard our kids worked and persevered throughout the season. We had some injuries to some major players, but we ended on a high note with a win against Mankato State, which is a respectable team in the league, and so that was a fun way to end the season. We have some good recruits coming in. We have Michaela Wenzel, who was a setter for Chaska, who just won the state championship. We have Sarah Hagler coming in from Candu, North Dakota. They just won the Class B championship. She was also just voted Player of the Year for the state of North Dakota, and had like a career high of 43 kills in a match. We also have 6'2" Ellie Rutten coming in from New York Mills, who is very hot commodity on the basketball court as well. So we're excited about her, and we are just excited for the returners that we have coming back. We have Caitlin Van Winkle, all-conference player, coming back. We have who is one of our main forces with our offensive side of things, as well as Abby Wolprin, who was one of our main forces with our offense as well. And then defensively, obviously, we return Amber Krinsky in that group, and Casey Bear. So those will be our seniors for next year. Casey will lead, with the setting department. So we're excited for those kids to finally get their chance to be seniors too. So.
Dragon Cross Country had a number of qualifiers for the regional tournament. Here's head coach Ryan Miller to tell us more.
We started at Point A in August as far as coming together as a team, and then have really been focused on doing the little things from then until now to make this feasible, going to the national meet, I think, for the first time in 22 years. So that's the men's side of it. The women's side, we had a great season, so for them this is still a bit of a recap. I think they ended the season in a way they weren't happy with, but one of the things I talked to them about is if you look at where we've come from during the course of the 4 years I've worked with a lot of these women, and to have a season where we improved consistently, places, times, separated ourselves from the rest of the conference in terms of we're top 5, and that's very firmly established at this point. For them to still be kind of down with it, I was happy because it shows culturally where we're going where we need to go, I guess. Heading to Louisville, Kentucky, we'll leave next week. I think the first thing I said to the guys coming off the bus when we got back was, you've done a good thing, congratulations. But the time for celebration isn't here yet. I think a lot of teams in this situation would go into the national meet saying, okay, we made it, that's good, we're here. That's not our mindset. The idea is that we go there and treat it as a championship. We're not content with just the experience of it. We're going to try and race at a high level. That's what a national championship is about. That's what the program is. I develop it here. That's what it's about, is championship racing and being your best on that day.
We've got a lot more coming up here on Dragons Live, including recaps of men's and women's basketball, swimming and diving, wrestling, and our top plays. Stick around.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Personal connections at MSU Moorhead.
I came to MSUM not knowing a single person, and now there's hundreds of people I could go to for anything. Professors, peers, mentors. Discover Dragon Pride at mnstate.edu.
Real-world experience at MSU Moorhead.
My professor works in the field that I'm interested in, and he was able to give me this job, give me the experience that I needed, and I already have a full-time job before I even graduate. Discover Dragon Pride at mnstate.edu.
Get everything Dragons in the palm of your hand with the MSUM Dragons mobile app, available now for all your mobile devices. Get news, events, videos, tweets, and all the live coverage you crave simply and easily. Get the MSUM Dragons mobile app today or check out msumdragons.com/mobile app for more information.
Forum subscribers, the Forum is now offering Platinum Rewards free with any newspaper subscription. Go to inforum.com, click on the Platinum Rewards link, log in, and you'll get instant access to dozens of discounts and coupons at a variety of local businesses. You can print the coupons or display them on your phone or tablet at the time of purchase. It couldn't be easier. Not a subscriber? Enjoy a free trial and see the benefits of Platinum Rewards. It's our way of saying thank you to our loyal customers. With Platinum Rewards, it pays to subscribe.
Dragons Live is brought to you by the Forum of Fargo Moorhead.
Welcome back to Dragons Live. Let's catch up on our winter sports, starting with women's basketball. The MSUM women's basketball team is currently 1-3 after 2 tournament weekends, led by a big weekend from junior guard Megan Rorick. The team split a pair of road games last week, beating San Francisco State while losing to Cal State East Bay. The MSUM men's basketball team has started 5-0 on the season after 2 long road trips. First to Missouri, where the Dragons picked up 2 wins with sophomore Erin Lean averaging 20 points per game in the victories. The men also took home the championship at the Alaska Invitational. Senior guard Jordan Reaver was named tournament's MVP and took home NSIC North Division Player of the Week honors as well. Herb Bingham also was named to the all-tournament team. The Dragon men's cross-country team is headed to the national meet for the first time since 1992 after finishing 4th at the Central Meet Saturday in Wayne, Nebraska. Senior Spencer Rubke and sophomore Cody Crisp both earned all-region honors to lead the Dragons. Junior Molly Montoni earned all-region honors as well on the women's side after finishing 7th as an individual. The MSUM wrestlers have competed at 2 opens and 1 match against Concordia Moorhead, which went to the Cobbers. They most recently competed at the Finn Grinniker Open, when were led by 3rd-place finishes from sophomores Blake Bosch and Nader Abdulatif. The MSUM swimming and diving team is 4-1 with best pouring in left and right. They most recently recorded a 164-136 win over Wisconsin Eau Claire on Saturday. Freshman Aaron Sullivan had 2 individual wins in that meet.
Athletes of the Week is presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
First up, for the week of October 29th, Brady Spiker will be heading to the NCAA Nationals very soon, and Jackie Woods, who continues to improve her national ranking in the 100 breaststroke. The week of November 4th saw Jake Hodge setting one of many records as he became the all-time leader in yards, and Weiler had a great meet at the college's Contentment and Cows Classic. Love it. Alright, the week of November 12th features Zane putting together a career day in the snow to beat Bemidji and bring home the axe. And also Mackenzie Smith having a career day to help the Dragons take 5th at the NSIC meet. And most recently, we had Jana Handstrom put together a lifetime best score to win the 1 and 3 meter boards very proud of her, and Erin Lean averaging 20 points per game down in Missouri to get the Dragons started on the right foot at 2-0. Now it's time for our top plays. Let's start with wrestling as Sean Porter gets himself into a little pickle here, needing to avoid the takedown to remain tied in the match and is forced to be very flexible to do so. He would unfortunately lose this one to U of M's William Ballo. Next up is one of many dives from Jenna Hedstrom, who charted lifetime best to win both the 1 and 3 meter dives against St. Benedict. She was also named New South Intercollegiate Swim Conference Diver of the Week. Now to football. Here's Zane Medhog taking this 65-yard sprint right to the end zone. One of a record 6 total touchdowns on the day, earning him NSIC Offensive Player of the Week honors. He had 9 TDs in 2 games with over 600 yards rushing. Now for some volleyball with a quick slam from Caitlin Van Winkle, and the Dragons win over ranked MSU Mankato to finish off their season. And the final highlight for today is Dragon football inside the locker room at Bemidji State right after defending the Axe. The win was one of 3 straight to end the season. We've got more here on Dragons Live. Coming up after the break, head coach Steve Lockway goes through the X's and O's.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day. Forum subscribers, the Forum is now offering Platinum Rewards free with any newspaper subscription. Go to Inforum.com, click on the Platinum Rewards link, log in, and you'll get instant access to dozens of discounts and coupons at a variety of local businesses. You can print the coupons or display them on your phone or tablet at the time of purchase. It couldn't be easier. Not a subscriber? Enjoy a free trial and see the benefits of Platinum Rewards. It's our way of saying thank you to our loyal customers. With Platinum Rewards, it pays to subscribe.
Welcome back to Dragons Live. Let's get to know our Dragons a little bit better with the teammate game featuring Jake Hodge and Zane Medhog.
Him.
Ooh.
Really?
A lot of sweats being worn between us, so.
Yeah.
A lot of sweatpants.
Really no winner in that contest?
No.
Garrett Shelley.
Yep.
Why?
It's just luscious. I'd say Lockway.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Just
He
gives
just
you that
got
look.
this look in his eye.
Just the look?
The look.
I see like Murph do his little bumps, and I see Cook get after
It's the Lockway look. As we just,
Lockway look.
yeah. Adam, just go.
Oh, I said Abe.
Abe, could do that too.
Abe loses his wallet like every other week.
Really?
Yeah. All the time, loses his wallet.
Sturge.
Yeah.
He immediately answered that.
Miles.
Oh, I said Adam.
Or Adam.
Why Miles?
He likes to sing, even though he sucks.
Same way. The lockers are by each other, so I think they just sing and dance together.
That's tough. Abe.
I said Scott. Just because I think Scott would eat anything for money and do it close to anything.
I can see that.
And there are multiple answers.
Adam.
That's one of them.
And
Adam and Abe.
Yep.
Your 2 roommates.
Those jokers. All right, let's get back to head coach Steve Lockway as he breaks down the X's and O's.
We have a double eagle defense on short yardage, a common defense by a lot of teams in our league, meaning we've got a 0 technique nose, 2 B-gap defenders as linemen, 1 hidden here behind the umpire, 2 stand-up defensive ends, 2 linebackers. We are going to have our quarterback pitch off of this guy. If he comes to the quarterback, he's going to pitch the ball to the running back. If he goes out to the running back, the quarterback's going to keep it as a run. Key blocks right here. Number 1 is going to be Ben and Bierman getting to the next level and getting this linebacker taken care of. Okay, Joe Brahmanshenko's got got to do a good job on the reach, and our backside guards got to get to pursuit. It might be 50, it might be 46. In this case, 50 is going to be on a blitz back here. 46 is going to take his place. And so as we look through this, you can kind of see 34's attacking the quarterback, which is going to lead to a pitch to the running back. We're just about to see the key block right here. Bennett Bierman has placed his helmet in front of the defender to cut him off from getting to the running back. Executes a cut, which gets him on the ground. And you can see on the back side here, Casey Grotham doing a great job holding off the back defender. Now, at the point of attack right here, Adam Jiskra is doing a great job blocking. If he does not do a good job here, this play is going to get tackled. It's going to be a first down, which we'll be happy about. But if he does the great job like he does here, this turns into a touchdown. And so tremendous job by Adam working, sealing the defender outside, finishing him as the running back goes by. And it's another touchdown, one of Zane's 9 touchdowns in the last 2 games, and 68 of his well over 400 yards rushing.
Stay with us here on Dragons Live. We'll be right back.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Welcome back to Dragons Live. Let's hear from Athletic Director Doug Peters on what he's fired up about this month.
All right, here we are with a brand new segment to Dragons Live. It's called Doug's Desk. It's the things I'm working on as the athletic director at MSUM that are top of mind and what I think are the most important. So we're here on a Monday after a very busy weekend. We're just finishing our crossover time. We've had fall sports competing and winter sports competing, and it's great to have our teams out traveling. Our men's and women's basketball team traveled nationally. Unfortunately, one of the things I had to deal with today was the fact that our men's basketball team got stuck in Chicago. So then we have to deal with parking permits, missed class, informing instructors, all of those things that come with travel and when travel goes wrong. On the flip side of that, probably the most exciting thing that I'm working on today as we look forward is our men's cross-country team qualified for the national championships for the first time since 1992 and the first time ever as an NCAA Division II school. Awfully excited about Coach Milner and his team as they've advanced into the NCAAs. And one of the things that's important to us is how do we tell that story in a way that we haven't told it before. So we've been working on what we're going to do in the 12 days between now and when they compete and how we're going to really promote the outstanding accomplishments of that team. Those are the big things that are on my desk this month. I'm looking forward to next month. Thank you for all you do, because one of the things that we're going to celebrate is Thanksgiving and taking time to reflect on the things that we're thankful for. And I'm thankful for all the support for Dragon Athletics. Stay fired up, and we'll see you next month.
Now it's time for you to get in on the action. Look at this picture here from Evan Holt jumping over Brandon Tharp at Dragon Madness to win the dunk contest. We want to hear your captions to this photo. Head to facebook.com/DragonAthletics and add your caption to the pic in the comment section, or find us on Twitter @DragonAthletics and reply to the hashtag DragonCaption in the tweet with your own words captioning the photo. We'll play our favorites on the next Dragons Live episode. Now looking ahead to the next Dragons Live episode, which airs December 31st at 6:30 p.m. right here on WDAY's Extra. And we also have live coverage of men's and women's basketball on December 5th and 6th, the 5th against Minot State and Saturday against the University of Mary, both televised right here on WDAY's Extra. And you can also head to MSUMDragons.com for all the schedules and information. Thank you for joining us on Dragons Live. We're going to leave you with the Dragon football team as they sing Happy Birthday to President Ann Blackhurst and present her with the Battle Axe and Red River Valley Showdown trophies on her birthday. See you next time on Dragons Live.
Who's starting a happy birthday? We got a birthday going.